Janitor created an $8 million net worth. I've watched this many times. There's 4 or 5 videos on YouTube about this janitor. Identify with this janitor. And identify with him because he was cheap. Well, he's passed on now, but he was cheap. One of the apocryphal stories about him is that he went to, I don't know, meet a stockbroker or his lawyer, but he parked far away because he didn't want to pay the parking meters. That's cheap. I love that kind of attitude. A lot of people were cheap because they grew up in the Depression. And this janitor here, for his age, yes, he did grow up in the Depression. And the Depression will make you cheap. Well, I didn't grow up in the Depression. I grew up after the Depression. But there was enough misery left over from the Depression when I was a kid that everybody around me was still cheap after the Depression was over. So I learned how to be cheap from them. All my life, I never bought anything if I first couldn't fix what was already broken. First thing came to my mind was, how can I fix this and not buy a new one? That is the cheap mentality. So I enjoy this story of the janitor who died with an $8 million net worth. He is my brother.